To make a rose, all we have to do is have some lighter weight yarn. So start with your slip knot, and I just wrap around my index finger and thumb and draw up the yarn. Don't draw up your tail. So we drew up our yarn. I'm going to use a size H crochet hook, and we're just going to chain 5. 1, and then we're going to make a ring, and you do that by just inserting your hook in your first chain and drawing through. That's called a slip stitch. So we're just going to make a slip stitch to form a ring, and then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do 10 single crochets inside that ring. And I like to catch my tail in my stitch, in the tunnel of the stitch. So I'm going to put my hook through the center of the ring. My tail is across there. A single crochet is all we're going to do. We're going to draw through 1 and then draw through both on the hook. And we're going to do that 10 times. So for a single crochet, you just draw up your yarn, draw it through both on the hook. Okay, and here is number 10. So in the first chain 1 that you did, go ahead at this point, insert your hook in there and just draw up. We're going to do a slip stitch there to join that row together. So now at this point we have joined with a slip stitch, and we're going to chain 2, and we're going to start working on the petals, and we're going to do a double crochet in the front loop only. So a double crochet is you loop over 1, and we're going to just do it in the front loop of the stitch down below. You can see that there's 2. This is called the front loop. So I'm going to draw back my yarn, and now I have 3 on the hook. We're going to draw through 2 and draw through 2. Now we're going to do 3 of those total. So that was 1, all in the same stitch, 2, and 3. Now we're going to chain 2 again, and we're going to slip stitch in the next stitch. So the next single crochet, we're just going to slip stitches, and so you just put in your hook and draw through your yarn. So that's your first petal. So now we're going to repeat that all the way around till we have 5 of these petals. So we're going to chain 2. In the front loop of the next stitch, you're going to do 3 double crochets. There's the third one. We end the petal with a chain 2, and we slip stitch in the next single crochet on the row below. Okay, I just finished my last petal, and I slip stitched in my last stitch there. Okay, after you slip stitch, we need to get our yarn over there a little further to the center of that. So I'm going to slip stitch in this first spot, and now I'm a little closer to the center of that petal, and I'm going to chain 2, and now we're going to do what they call a triple crochet. And so you wrap it over twice, and in this center section here, you can see the remaining stitch from the one down below. From the single crochet down below. Put your hook through that, draw up. Now you have 4 loops on your hook. So you're going to draw through 2, going to draw through 2, and you're going to draw through 2. You did that 3 times, so therefore it's called a triple crochet. So we're going to wrap over twice. We're going to go in that same spot, and we're going to do another one over. Draw through 2, draw through 2, draw through 2, and we're going to do that a total of 3 times. So I'm going to draw it through, and you started with a chain 2, we're going to end with a chain 2. So we chained 2, and we're going to slip stitch in that same spot that we did a second ago on your first petal. Kind of a cumbersome view there, but let me pull it through so you can see. We're just slip stitching just before that center part on your petal. So now we're going to repeat and do another petal. So you're going to chain 2. We're going to go in that little hole there where that remaining stitch is from your single crochet. We're going to do 3 triples right on that little piece. So we're going to draw through 2, 2, 2. And so now we're going to chain 2 to end our petal. and we slip stitch down here to get ready for your next petal. So you just draw through and we continue. So let me show you what we have right now. You have your petals in the back and you have these petals standing up. So you're going to make a total of 5 of these petals as well. Okay, I just finished the last petal and I'm going to slip stitch it to the beginning of the very first petal. Cut a generous tail in case you're going to use the yarn to sew this rose onto something. So cut a generous tail and just draw through, and there you have your rose. So I'm going to be attaching these to a baby blanket, and so watch the video, the link down below on how you can attach these to a project. But I hope you enjoyed the video on how to make a briar rose. If you have any questions, please comment down below. But as always, thank you for watching DIY on the House.